Okay,
I could figure out how the
record.
Discord share screen works. I could show you what I'm doing right now.
Yes, I'm gonna record at the same time. So we are live.
Huh.
We are live on YouTube right now.
All right.
All right, we got the chat. So I'm gonna go out to my channel.
I'm back.
And I'm going to click on my channel. Click on my YouTube channel. I'm going to click on my... Okay, so I need to change this title. All right, so I need to change this title.
So what's going on now, Air?
I'm streaming on YouTube.
Switching from... Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, so I'm going to have to redirect everybody to YouTube here. All right, Monday Night Live episode
9, I think it is.
9. And I need a title, so I'm going to get that real quick. Okay, Brandon talks about IT. Okay, so, all right. And let's do this. Okay, so there's that. And I'll save changes. All right, then I'll go back to live. All right, I'll go back to live. My channel.
All right.
Okay, there we go. There's that. So that's running now. I'll grab this link, copy, and I'll paste it into...
Whoops.
All right, so there we go. We got a...
I'll come back to that, I guess.
Okay, so...
Nope.
All right. So I am going to... I'm going to post this link in the... whatchamacallit?
General chat.
General chat. Okay. All right, so there's that. Okay, so we're good on that. Okay, so Robin, let me know when you're on YouTube.
I already am.
Type something in the chat.
Okay, let me. Okay.
I don't know if I might not be able to give it a try. Whoop, there we are.
Baba Booey.
Come on.
Also, this will be easier so I don't have to like upload an entire stream. It will just put it in my live stuff. And then I could just put this in my playlist.
There we go. I need to turn my off down a little bit there.
So yeah, I had to move to YouTube
Yeah, because Cam up taking a dump. Cam up taking a dump tonight. Sadly,
So
it's a little unfortunate, but
concurrent
it does happen.
viewers is 3. Just letting you guys know.
Let's see here.
So I got 3 concurrent viewers. See, if I do this live... What's that, Art?
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead, Aaron. What I was going to say can wait, at least for a little while.
So if I do this on YouTube, which would be fun,
all right.
I could pull in some viewers every week.
Possibly. Let's see here.
So we are, I think we are like I think we are, let's see. Got 1 viewer, 3 viewers. Okay, so we got Miss Robin.
Yep.
I don't know. What would you think of me doing this on YouTube rather than Cam Up?
I'd be fine with it. I'm cool with it.
This
I'm
way,
undecided.
This way, the episode can be uploaded in real time rather than me uploading it later.
It makes sense. It really does.
Because then after it's all processed and stuff, I don't have to worry about it. So, like, Art, if you have a YouTube account, you can use your YouTube account in my chat.
I do have it. I just don't remember the password. Because I was using a before I have one of those what is that thing? I've got a Chromecast.
Yeah.
Although I haven't used it in a while.
Huh.
So I don't remember the password, unfortunately.
So
I need to look into it.
Yeah. So normally we do this show on a site called CamUp. But I've been having issues, unfortunately.
Wow. Yeah, CamUp's taking a dump tonight.
Yep.
Which is kind of sad.
It happens, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So also, like, when the stream is done, I will also get a chat replay of what happened in the chat or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I'm sorry, guys, this is what has to happen sometimes.
It's fine. Yeah, I get it.
You always have, in situations like this, you always need to have a plan B. Ow. Excuse me, by the way. Every once in a while when I get an itch or something, I'll always say, ow. It's a little silly, but that's what I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you all saw my post on Facebook from this past Saturday when I went to that Motorama.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I guess from what I understand, that's going to be the final one in Buffalo because the guy, I guess, who runs them, he's moving, I think, to South Carolina. He's moving to another state soon.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Is Tim still here?
Good, though.
I know I think sometime next month we're going to be having I've gotten asked to might be going to a circus.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Although the one that used to come to this, there used to be a well-known Canadian circus, but it's closed. It's all closed down now.
Oh yeah.
Well, what I thought it was, see, my Canadian city, which will not be named, by the way,
Yeah.
has implemented something called an exotic pets bylaw, which
Ah.
basically forbids anybody from owning exotic pets. This was years ago, but I saw it in the newspaper where somebody actually had a pet tiger, and I'm not kidding. Someone actually had a pet tiger living with them.
Oh wow.
Uh, it was confiscated and then turned over to the city's zoo.
Good.
And then they instituted the exotic pet bylaw, and I think for a time it was because of that the circus called Shriners Circus, by the way, was
Yeah.
stopped coming here. But then I found out why, because they basically they've Shriners Circus. The last time I checked, is shut down because of excuse me, a lot of abuse scandals.
Yeah.
And all that,
Yeah.
and their associated settlements.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically
Yeah.
they're bankrupt. So I mean, for
Yeah,
the
it makes
longest
sense.
time, well, that's also why Boy Scouts of America is gone.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of well, what's the word? There was a lot of predators in there. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Ah.
And
I
what
can stream 720p on this thing.
well,
Ah.
well,
That's cool.
that's kind of interesting.
That's
What
cool.
was I doing? Oh, it's open.
So we got
Need
HD.
to
We got
learn something here.
We got HD streaming on here.
Sweet. Oh, let's see here.
But the only thing though is I have
We
to
do
leave
have
this.
Sorry, go ahead.
The only thing though is I have to leave this window up.
Oh, wow. Seems like there's trade-offs with everything.
I wish Brandon would get in here.
Well. Oh, what was that? I should try to find it on YouTube. Something called Cirque du Soleil. Some of the that's a circuit. That's a completely animal-free circus. But some of the
Oh wow.
some of the acrobatics they do are fantastic. But then again, I mean, well, obviously, I mean, not that well, kind of goes without saying, but I was never into it, and I never will be.
Yeah.
What with being 44 years old and major injuries.
Yeah.
Well, not well, strained calf muscles, possibly dislocated shoulders, and not to mention type 1 diabetes as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to cause some problems. Oh yeah, and having to wear glasses too.
Yeah, I get it. I get it with the glasses and the injury thing because, like, I think the last major injury I think I had was when I had that stair fall in 2018 when I had hurt my foot, my ankle at the time.
Well, like
I'm
I said, the
gonna.
sprained.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead, Aaron.
I'm gonna come into the chat under my laptop in my
Oh, all
thing
right.
so I can monitor it.
I was going to say the most recent thing for me is the strained calf muscles. Still remember that one guy on the. Oh yeah, now former cam up caster. Remember they mentioned that. I told them before about having a family connection to a now dead railroad.
A dead
And
railroad.
he says well, like a railroad that doesn't exist anymore. And it wouldn't be the first time. Aaron?
I'm still here. I'm dicking with the laptop.
Oh, okay. Well, what that means is that I found this out very much. I found this at some point, but it turns out that a member of my family, right, used to work for the now defunct Great Northern Railroad.
Oh, that's cool.
I know. And then the now former Cam Up caster said maybe he is why you like trains so much. And I said, well, no. I found that very much after the fact. See, what happened was, yeah, the reason why I said American Great Northern Railroad because there's a Great Northern Railroad in England too.
Ooh.
I don't remember what happened to that, but anyway, the American Great Northern Railroad officially ceased to exist in 1970 when it became part of the Burlington Northern Railroad. All right.
Oh, wow.
And then the Burlington Northern Railroad is part of the BNSF Railway now. Although speaking of trains, when I showed you that picture before, you know about that locomotive that looked like an eagle, Robin?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
That was really wicked cool paint scheme.
Yeah,
It's amazing
it definitely was.
Oh, like I said, that was for America's bicentennial. I mean, you know, blah. Sorry. I think maybe I'm wrong here, but a lot of people I've talked to says you know more about America than Americans know about their own country.
It seems like it. Honestly, it seems like it's true. Honestly, I can agree with that.
Well, again, I mean, you got to know. I hate this. It's called research, you know.
Yep, that's true. That's it's like my friend was saying with like certain cars he buys. He does a lot of research on them.
Yeah,
which is smart. Because, like I said, the car he has now. Well, the previous car they had a brand new transmission put in it that I think it was not long as when the motor blew. And then when that happened, well, they parked it to sell it, to pay it off and sell it. And here's the crazy thing: it was parked for 6 months, and somehow the gas that was in it never went bad.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, maybe they just didn't have enough. Well, it can take time. I guess 6 months was not enough time. Not enough time for the gasoline to break down.
Probably that usually happens. Like I said,
that's overly. That can take up to I think 2, maybe 3 years.
Probably, yeah, because I do know that. Well, the motor that was in it that blew was an EcoBoost motor, and I come to find out the EcoBoost motor in the Escape, that's the motor that's known to blow.
That reminds me of a friend of mine, or an ex-soldier friend of mine. Remember him before? He found himself an old, what is it? Oh yeah, a 1945 Dodge 2.5-ton Army truck.
Oh, cool!
And the thing is, that truck still has its original engine.
Oh wow!
Somehow he was able to get it running, right, by just flushing the radiator and putting new spark plugs in.
Ooh.
I said, yeah, he found it in a bush.
I like that.
He found it. He found it in a bush, right? Had a hole in the floorboard, and a tree was really growing through it. I mean, he knows his cars. I mean, what was it? Like I said, the most recent time I was talking to him, he was trying to build a he was trying to build a racetrack.
Yeah.
What else was he did? Oh yeah, he was also at the same time he was collecting old locomotives too.
Ooh.
That's again at the time he had just acquired about 100 of them.
Yeah.
And only half of those would work as they were. The other 50 were in terrible shape.
Yeah.
I think even one of them. I think what was it? Yeah, I think one of them literally blew. One of them literally threw a rod. Well, you know what that is, right?
Yeah. somewhat. I'm learning.
Well, again, I mean, you have to be careful.
Yeah. Because I know
Um,
like they escaped. My friend is like, well, him and his buddy they bought a brand new motor for it. Is I think it only took about a week. His buddy had put the brand new motor in it.
well, like I said, they can. I have heard of what's that program? Get over here. Oh yeah, Rust Valley Restorers. I think he said he actually had a. What did he say? He had a Chevrolet. He had a Chevrolet car with a Ford motor in it.
Cool.
What what happened? Well, what happened was is that they've well they just they moved the motor mounts basically. Cut the original ones off, right, and put the brand new and put mounted new ones.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do. But then again, that place is they take well they take old cars, really junk cars, and sold them
Mm-hmm.
or fix them up and sell them. Like so, although at one point in time, Aaron,
Yeah.
this guy had 400 cars.
Oh wow.
Although since the property that the car, well, they called it his Field of Dreams. I think after the Kevin Costner baseball movie, if you remember that.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, what happened was he whittled that down he whittled the collection down from 400 to just 70.
Yeah.
Again, because the land he had all those junk cars, was being sold. So we literally had to get them out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Uh,
Makes sense.
like I said, you can. It's a Canadian TV show too,
Yeah.
because it comes from the Canadian province of British Columbia. And
Oh
like
yeah,
I said,
speaking of cars, when I was at the Motorama, I know you said that the Ford Edsel was an ugly car. There was an Edsel in the Motorama.
well, those would be you'd be hard pressed to find those.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was beautiful, but yeah,
Well, as I
it was
said,
cool.
that car didn't sell very well.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that's the thing with some of the cars, classic cars. Some of them sadly just didn't sell well enough to keep making them. Really.
Well, again, I mean, you can't, and you can only, you can only have so many.
Yeah.
If you can't, and you gotta stay comparing. Although I know, actually, I was going to say, and then that's the other thing I was going to say, and I think I mentioned this to Aaron too, but for the longest time, I was wondering why the Aston Martin V12 looked a lot like. No, why? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why the newer model Ford Focus looks a lot like the Aston Martin V12, the V12 Vanquish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I found out why, because Ford actually owns Aston Martin.
Oh, I didn't know that. Speaking of Aston Martin, there was actually one in the Motorama on Saturday. It was cool. I
Oh.
never saw one in person before. It was cool.
Actually, Aston Martin is pretty synonymous with with the 007 franchise.
Oh wow.
Because the Aston Martin DB was either DB5 or DB7 was driven by Sean Connery in Doctor No. And what else was there? Oh yeah, it's also there we are. I was trying to find the thing up here.
You were trying to find what, Art?
No, I'm trying to find something on my phone here, and I have to charge it at some point. And I'm also playing Train Sim World, as you can probably notice on Discord. Pardon me. Let's see here. Let's see here. No, there we are. Huh. There we are. Let's see. Popular historians have advanced several theories in effort to explain its failure. Blah 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 blah. There we are. Yeah, they just the Ford Edsel was just not a popular car.
Yeah,
People just didn't like
true.
people did not like the the huge front grille. They just thought it was.
I get that. I
just thought it was
respect that.
awful. As I said, I think it's I can't remember how many were made, but as I said, not many of them were sold. What else was there? Oh yeah. Well, I don't think you've ever heard that song. Have you heard the Robin?
Yes.
Have you heard the Jan and Dean song called Dead Man's Curve?
I don't think I have. That one doesn't sound familiar to me.
Well, that's that's a pretty old tune. You can find it on YouTube though.
I have to listen to it at some point.
Well, the most recent song I found was one called "Patches" by Clarence Carter.
Oh, that's an interesting name for a song.
Well,
Never heard that one. I'm gonna have to listen to it.
Basically, the basic premise of that, at least the Clarence Carter version, is that it was a I think it was an African American boy in living in poverty stricken African American family. It doesn't say when exactly, but I'm guessing it must have been around America's Great Depression. So his father died. The protagonist of the song had his father pass away, right? Right?
Yeah.
And he was put in charge of the family farm, and he was only 13, for crying out loud.
Oh wow.
But then again, I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. Speaking of poverty, that's the same thing. How the American Great Northern, the person who founded the American Great Northern Railroad did too. He was basically born. What the hell was his name? Oh yeah, James Jerome Hill. You can actually go check out his mansion in St. Paul, Minneapolis, St. Paul. That place is huge. Like 5 floors of living space.
Brandon's being sour because his stream is on YouTube and not on CamUp.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm just mostly getting ready for I'm getting ready for tomorrow a little bit. I'm going tomorrow morning. Well, I'm probably gonna go to Walmart with my friend Tanya, and then I'm gonna come back and do some more food shopping probably tomorrow.
I've got a volunteer thing tomorrow, but tomorrow morning, but I'll be back here by about 2.
Nice. I decided tomorrow I want to buy one of those frozen lasagnas. I'm gonna buy like a small one.
Okay. Yeah, I might try my hand at cooking again. As I said, I can do at least 10 different things now.
That's awesome.
I mean, you might find this interesting enough there, Robin, but I still remember when my mother actually taught me how to make scrambled eggs.
That's a good thing. I remember the first time my father saw me, I think it was Fridays, he told me he was proud of me. I'll never forget that.
Well, that's something to unfortunately, that's always a good thing. Unfortunately, my father didn't really didn't give me much of admiration, since my father was brought up in the 1950s, with the whole colonialist nonsense.
Yeah.
So I mean, as I said, it wasn't. He was a little bit of a control freak, unfortunately. Anyway, here we go. Here we are. Found it. I'm just looking up here. The James J. Hill Mansion in Minneapolis, St. Paul has almost 45,000 square feet of living space.
Oh, there we go. Finally back.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow, Tim is back.
Yeah, I decided to get my bath.
Oh, that's
and I had to clean the air fryer.
Oh, Tim.
Oh,
Tim. Brandon's being a sourpuss because the stream is on YouTube.
Speaking of, Speaking of
Oh.
puss,
Oh. Well, cam up servers are shitty, so I mean,
well, they can be.
maybe if we hosted a server more than on a 56K modem, then maybe they would be a little bit better. But what do I know? I'm just messing with you.
I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but
if I did the streams on YouTube, Tim, the video quality would be better.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
there's always a sacrifice somewhere, and I don't know where we are.
It's in 720p HD.
Oh, there we go. No,
Wait,
never mind.
Aaron, somebody disliked your stream.
Oh
What the
well.
heck? I have the dislike.
Yeah,
button.
well.
I have the return to dislike button.
If you let the what's that line? Oh yeah, haters gonna hate. I'm just gonna shake it off.
Yeah, but who would dislike the stream though? There's only 4 people.
Hair's
watching.
gonna hate, potato's gonna potate.
The only thing though is
Potato's gonna potate.
the only thing though is even though the dislike button is there, it's not like I can see it. It's not like I can see who disliked it, anyways.
It's they've forgotten when, but YouTube retooled that dislike button. It's more of it's kind of a. Well, basically, I think YouTube has reduced the things considerably reduced the said button's functionality. That's the word.
Now, however, if I go into my whatchamacallit, the YouTube studio, I can see who disliked it.
Oh yeah, I can see because of the YouTube. I have the extension in Chrome for the dislike button.
Yeah,
it works pretty well.
Hey, for the person that dislikes it, there's the middle finger for you.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Hold on, I got one.
Well.
Hey, to the person who dislikes it, I got something for you. Let me blow it up.
Oh, like shades of Mr. Dirty Talk Radio there.
So yeah, the reason why Brandon is having a hissy fit is because the stream's not on cam up.
I wonder if he's the one who disliked it.
I think it's
probably did.
Cam up has taken a dump tonight, so that's what I was looking for.
See, I think the stream would do better on YouTube anyways.
I mean, it's your personal stream. You can stream it where you want.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And, the YouTube audience would probably get a kick out of it.
They might.
Yeah, they would.
Oh,
Alexa, fuck off.
Oh, there's one for you. I just remembered something.
And also the stream gets directly uploaded to YouTube anyways.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
That's so, Aaron, I just realized?
Yeah.
For some reason, your camera on the stream on YouTube is mirrored.
Yeah.
This one is normal.
It does that for the output. I mean, I could change it, but then it would be mirrored for you.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
No, that's it. Weird.
Might be interested to know that I'm actually thinking about getting I'm actually considering the possibility of getting another train simulation game.
Oh, nice.
Something called Railroader. Although I have heard of something called Sid Meier's Railroads.
Actually, I think the audio quality is better on YouTube as well.
Well, I'm not really sure. I have it because I have the YouTube volume turned down at the moment, so I can hear you guys.
You were gonna say what, Tim?
I've only ever played one train simulator, and that was when I was a child. It was a Microsoft Train Simulator 2000.
Oh, that's an old game now.
Yes, and
I've got a train simulator game.
And also, you played a lot of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004.
Oh yeah.
I used to have
Flight Simulator 98, And then there was the combat flight sim. Those were neat. Although the interesting thing is, I'll tell you this: the minimum for combat flight sim, at least the first one, minimum requirement on that was a Pentium 133. I got it working on a Pentium 120.
Oh wow.
Well, I had to turn a lot of the we had to turn a lot of the graphics off.
Oh yes. I remember.
You know, like the spinning propeller, the clouds.
Ah.
I think aircraft shadows I had to turn off.
Alexa,
yeah, so I mean,
you are the weakest link. Hi.
I told Brandon he's being a dick because the stream is on YouTube.
Wah.
Like, actually, come to think of it, I was going to say, there's a video. There's actually a YouTube. There is a YouTube video on there, like how train sims have progressed. Because the first generation train sim games came out in 1996.
Oh wow!
So if you were to compare it, like if you were to take Train Sim World and compare it to those games, you'll notice how crude the graphics are. But then again, I mean, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, like I said,
It's like
I've got
building
a
a
train
house.
simulator game, but
It's like building a house. Well, I've played. I used to have Railroad Tycoon 2, and then there was something called.
I think I've got that with one of my dad's actually. I think I've got all 3 Railroad Tycoon games at my dad's.
Oh, nice.
For fun, I'll make it a little bit entertaining. I'll stream a game.
What's the other one? I did have a model one called Rule the Rail.
Well, I had 20 viewers. I had 20 viewers total so far. As I'm doing this, so Brandon can't really complain.
Yeah, no, he cannot.
As I said,
we get to watch Tim stream a game.
Tim?
Yeah.
You don't know this or not, probably didn't know this, but the locomotive on the box art for Microsoft Train Simulator is real.
Oh yes, it is. It is. It's
47 BNSF 4723, and it still wears the Train Simulator locomotive patch.
Oh wow.
Although at some point the thing's probably going to have to get rebuilt.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because these days rebuilds are all the rage.
I can't really change the title to this, so I can. I'm going to.
Oh, there's no need. We're just.
Don't worry about that. If Brent, well.
Because Brandon's not in here, because he's being a sourpuss.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here coloring in a coloring book.
Well, like I said, I'm talking to you guys, driving a train on Train Sim World, even watching TV. Although the program is going to be finished soon. What's another one?
Okay, here is what he said. Well, then count me out for the entire tuning in or participating in the call. Then I can go watch Netflix during my Monday nights.
Cool.
Like, why does he get so sourpussed over Cam Up? Seriously.
Maybe he's. Well, I was going to say something, but I don't want to be rude. Actually, I'm going to say for Tim.
Yeah.
There's believe it or not, there's Train Sim World 5 now.
Well, hot diggity dog.
And like I said, the last time I checked, you can actually get You can actually get Thomas and Friends into Train Sim World 5 now if you want it.
Oh wow.
It's cool.
Yeah. Well, since Dovetail Games comes hail from England, you know. I mean, as I said, I mean, if you were to not, I don't. I have to learn how to do it at some point, but they have the
Let's see if my
they do actually have all of the North American freight equipment, except the only thing is they don't have the proper reporting marks. Like on all the on all the privately owned stuff, they put DTGX. Dovetail Games private company, because X means in the railroading world, X means privately owned.
Yeah.
Should be other cars.
Oh, and as for the actual title of the stream, I will change that after the show is done.
Okay.
Just so he doesn't get his panties all in a bunch.
Alexa, how old are you?
I'm 10 years old. If I was an Olympian, I'd be a perfect score.
I was hoping that Brandon would come in here, but instead he's being difficult.
He's being like you said, a sourpuss.
Who cares what
Who
cares what freaking platform the stream is on?
Thank you. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, all we're doing on Monday nights is this kind of thing.
Yep.
It's not like a music show.
I can turn on the lights. There we go. Oh.
This is
Actually, I think
meanwhile,
it's
I had a traffic stop. That's weird. Whatever.
Now I would understand if this was a music show.
Oh yeah.
But it is not. I don't care what platform this is on.
Well, like I said, there are some things that actually I was actually looking at something. I was actually looking at a video yesterday.
To be honest,
a YouTuber called.
To be honest,
sorry, go ahead. Brian.
To be honest, Art, this is like a podcast style kind of stream.
Well, yeah. What the hell was this? What the YouTube channel has a podcast too? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, one called the Tape Library.
So if I choose to do a podcast style show on my YouTube channel once a week, so be it.
Well, exactly.
Yep.
I mean, I'll save the music stuff for like Cam Up or whatever.
I think. Well, yeah.
But he just makes it so damn difficult.
The TV show that I was watching is finished now, by the way. I don't know if Robin actually gets.
It's not like Cam Up's going to just keel over and die in one day.
The servers are having issues. I mean, what would you rather you do? Not stream at all?
Exactly.
Okay, that was interesting.
I'd rather stream on a platform that's already well established. Well, Cam Up is well established, but they have server issues. But still.
Wow. I have heard of it before where someone's...
But still, would you rather have me have my stream disconnect constantly?
Oh, I think it was okay, maybe not. The TV show I'm watching is not done yet. But I think it was Vaughn Live, where they had the server go down because of a data cable snap.
Oh.
A data cable in the server snap. So we had to basically fix that.
I have to think. What was I gonna do?
Was it Train Sim World 2? Oh yeah, I think. Well, one Train Sim World game, Tim, you can actually drive Germany's ice train. Well, ice meaning Intercity Express, and at a certain stretch, you can actually drive that train at 300 miles an hour.
Oh wow!
Again, it's a simulation, but you get the picture.
Yeah. I've got a train simulator game. I have Train Simulator 2015.
My dog
Oh, that's old.
Let's go potty.
Yeah, I haven't
I mean,
played
I
it
bought
yet. I
mine
don't
in
know if it'll work on the computer. So
well, more recent ones should, because what else did I've seen? Oh yeah, there's a game called American Truck Simulator that's been updated recently. You can actually go to they've added 3 more states now. They've got Arizona, Illinois, and
ooh,
um, St. Louis, Missouri now.
Ah.
ooh, cool.
The only thing is though is that you can only get two. You can only get two heavy truck builders. You can. It's either you either take Kenworth or you take Peterbilt. Although I think both of those companies are owned by a company called PACCAR.
Ah,
I know with the previous games of those, you could. No, it was a predecessor to that called 18 Wheels of Steel, Pedal to the Metal. You can actually, well, yeah, and then even before that, 18 Wheels of Steel Across America. That's what it was. See, at that point in time, the company who made those 3 games, called SCF Software, did not have the license. Like they licensed,
ah.
they had the they had the likenesses. They could put the likenesses into the game, but they could not put the names. So what they came
Oh
up with their
wow.
own. So they called Kenworth was called Kinetic, right? And Peterbilt was called Pacific. They had Volvo in there. They had Volvo trucks in there too, but they were called a Volcano.
I like that.
What do you say to that, huh?
That's cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's called uh, I think that's called creative license. I mean, it's like the other game, the GameCube game. One of the was it Agent Underfire or Nightfire? One or the other.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
well, I would again. What they did, okay? They did the Nintendo or whoever developed the game. Uh, they got they licensed James Bond's Pierce Brosnan's likeness, right? But they couldn't get license for his voice, so they used somebody else. And it's not like you were really seeing the guy talk anyway. Although it'll be kind of neat though, because
Yeah, it would be.
well, you remember when when the BJN's gaming stream was playing that Halo 5?
Yeah.
Well, I actually recognized one of the people in there.
Oh,
I
cool.
think what it was is that one of those Spartans or whatever happened to be Nathan Fillion.
Ooh.
I mean, I remember him from Firefly, Castle, even a show called The Rookie. It just goes to show you. I mean, again, it's called acting. Although most people don't.
Yep.
Most people don't recognize appearances in video games. Oh, what the heck? Although what else did I find about Thomas and Friends? You might find this interesting, but if you ever seen those shows,
Yeah, I think I watched it a few times.
well, I think it was Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Then it's Thomas and Friends, and the latest version now is called Thomas All Engines Go, and the animation on that is awful, just deep, you know.
Why
But
believe
anyway, all of the characters in there, or sorry, all of the locomotives on that are based off of real ones. Although, as soon as I realized when the character well, at least in Thomas and Friends anyway, when the character Spencer showed up, I automatically knew. That what it was. That's that's a London and Northeastern Railways Class A4 Pacific.
I'm gonna get them to chase
And
me.
and there's one of those in there is actually, believe it or not, there's one of those here in Canada.
Oh, nice.
And there's one in America too.
Oh.
I've forgotten the thing's number, but the one here in Canada is called the Dominion of Canada, which kind of makes sense.
Right.
The one in America, that's Green Bay, Wisconsin, called Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Green Bay, Wisconsin, better known as the toilet paper capital of the world.
Most
Toilet
people know
paper
that as,
capital?
most people, I think most people know it as, most people know it as Cheesehead Town.
Jeez.
Well, the hats that look like cheese, like a piece of cheese.
No, they're gonna get me.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
How would you like to be a co-host with me since Brandon's being a sourpuss?
That's actually.
Lot, so
I think Actually, I think there's a drink called that.
Sourpuss?
Yeah.
I need a little bit of.
In Alaska, there's. Speaking of drinks, it's either Juneau or Fairbanks, one or the other. There's an actual drink called sour toe cocktail. I'm serious. And the thing is, the only thing, the gross thing of that is they put an actual frozen big toe in that.
Ew.
So the thing is, what did it say again? Oh yeah, drink it fast, drink it slow. Either way, your lips must touch the toe.
Oh my gosh, that sounds. Oh my god.
Well, it's probably not as. It sounds kind of gross, but it's not as bad as you. I'm not. Either way, I'm not particularly interested.
Oh, they're still chasing me, I think.
Alexa, is your refrigerator running?
No, I think they
Yes.
stopped.
I'd like your help to
No,
catch
they
it.
did not. Oh, this isn't good.
Alexa,
that reminds.
is your refrigerator running?
Oh no. There we go.
Yes, it's training for a 5K.
Oh boy. Speaking of that, I've got a refrigerated story. It's a short one. I mean, up until all of this virus crap started, I used to volunteer for a well, let me ask you. Are you familiar with a company called Meals on Wheels?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of them.
Yeah, I was doing that for this city. So what happened was I was coming back from making a last delivery, and I had a truck with a fridge in the back, and it's a pickup truck with a fridge in its bed there, and they made a turn, and guess what happened?
The fridge fell off.
Over?
The fridge fell out of the back of the pickup truck. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Except they were
Hey-o.
the people driving and riding in that pickup truck had stood the fridge up. All right. They had it upright, which was not the smartest thing to do. So it hit the street and heard this loud bang, and then I automatically knew what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
So they came back, and I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure. I'm quite sure that they've they came back and grabbed it, to get it out of, so it's not a traffic hazard.
Well, yeah, obviously you don't want that. That would be horrific.
Yeah. What's the other thing that happened here in Canada a few years ago, where somebody was driving behind one of those, those open bed trucks, that carry the lumber. Well, I think this was a piece of plywood. But anyway, what happened was the lumber, that plywood load was not secured properly. So we had a big piece of plywood come out, fly off the back of the truck and guillotine the lady's car.
Wow.
Oh no.
And like I said, got him right on the passenger, the front passenger window or the windscreen, where where the column is.
This car's too fast.
Sorry?
I'm playing my game too. I said.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Too fast.
Well, I remember when I was playing that Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. I was doing that with a 911 GT1R.
Yeah.
The fastest I got it up to was almost 297 kilometers per hour. and then I crashed it.
Yeah, this car right now is probably doing about. Well, right now we're doing about 400 miles an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god. How fast is 5? Oh. Oh. Oh, the game just crashed.
Well, I know that the
Oh.
according to research, the fastest train on record was 578.
Wow.
Oops. I just.
But at one
paused the
point
game.
at some point in time, I think there's not going to be
That was weird.
at some point in the next at some point, people who design trains are just going to do away with train wheels altogether.
No
So,
more train.
there's an experimental train in Japan that uses magnets. So basically, that train. I remember that train hit like I think 600 at one point in time.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's been a whole tons of accidents. I'll tell you. I mean, one of those accidents even inspired a movie. Well, you remember that? I'm sure you all remember the 2010 movie called Unstoppable.
I think so. I don't know.
You know, with
for sure.
Denzel Washington and Chris Pine.
I don't know if I've heard of it.
I have it on DVD.
That sounds familiar.
Well, there's a detective film with Wesley Snipes called Unstoppable too.
Nice.
I've never seen it. Okay, I've got to change my channel here. Enough of the Canadian election bullshit. Okay, basketball. Not interested.
Over there on your laptop. No, he's busy.
Let's see here. Ooh,
Man,
there we go.
I'm ready for tomorrow already. I am so ready for tomorrow.
Live PD, Police Patrol. You know, speaking of Canadian politicians, and you guys might find this interesting, but someone actually had the nerve to make a threat against Canada's now former Prime Minister through their X account. And because he was posted under the guy posted it under his actual name, he was found, and I think he's been charged accordingly. Although here in my Canadian, here in my most recent thing is that you have a 19-year-old getting facing possible terrorism charges now because of extremist graffiti.
Oh, that's not good.
I know.
Oh my god, Tim, you got me laughing with the car on top of the car. That is funny.
I've seen that happen a couple of times. If you want to, you can find there are car crash videos on YouTube, but I don't know if they might not be. They might, what with YouTube being rather hello. How about that? There's an episode of Live Police Patrol about someone got pulled over and the cat was climbing all over a police officer.
The cat was what?
Speaking of cats, there's Roxy.
I'm not paying. I'm not.
My attention hog.
Here.
I got 2 dogs in my bed right now. I got 2 doggies.
Aw.
I don't have. There hasn't been a cat in this place since sometime 2023. I got to do something. Back in a moment.
Yeah. Anyway, what's going on tomorrow is I'm going food shopping tomorrow. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to Walmart early with my friend and her mother, and I'm probably gonna come back and then walk to the stores that are like 2 blocks down for me to get whatever else I need.
I went to Walmart yesterday.
I think I stayed home yesterday. I've been home since I the same day stayed home all day today. I didn't have anything planned. Well, only thing I had planned was on Saturday when I went to the Motorama, but that was it, really.
Oh, here we go. Let's wait. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Do not crash. Do not crash. Whee! Whee! Can it? Can it?
Whee!
There we are. Just had to take my supper dishes downstairs to the kitchen.
Ah.
Now we're flying a car in BeamNG because it's a mod.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
You ever tried that other game called?
I don't think I'll be able to land it, but I'm gonna try.
What's that other one called?
Probably.
There's an offshoot of that game called
Wait.
Roxy.
called
BeamNG.
BeamNG Fly.
Huh?
There is a game called BeamNG Fly.
Never.
It's about airplane crashes. Just got cucumber wheels here.
Hi. Hey, Roxy.
Yeah, like I said, making me think of
Okay.
Athena the cat here. I miss her.
Aw. I know
Yep.
you do. I feel the same way about the swan. Like, I don't know if it's true or not yet, but I had found out yesterday that our resident mute swan passed away.
I always wondered why I had that. I always wondered why I had that sort of rusty brown color on the top of his head.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I feel that if he did pass away, that's how I would know it was that was the one who passed away because of that distinctive color on his head.
Hmm.
Oh.
But speaking of airplanes, I've got a couple of airplane books. I did actually find one at the. I actually found one at my local thrift store one time. It's pretty neat.
Oh, nice.
Hang on.
Okay. Oh, this is really good.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's actually got some neat ones. Even airplanes I've never even heard of. Let's see here. Of course. There's that one. That's the this plane is known for in case you're wondering, this plane was pretty well known for because it used to have sirens on it. You might find it interesting, Robin, but there is actually someone actually took the time to record it.
Ooh.
Like it's an actual JU-87 siren recording.
Oh, cool.
And it's it can be a
Oh.
little yeah, and it can be I've heard that it's extremely demoralizing. Especially because the fact is that the planes are diving on you, right? And they're going to drop a bomb.
Oh no.
I think it was a 500 pound. I think, but I could be wrong. Let's see here. Oh, there's a pretty famous one.
Ooh.
Who doesn't know it? Most people would know a B-17. Although this one's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
How often do you see that? I mean, I hate to say it, but the last time I checked, out of all of the B-17s ever made, there's only 4 of them still flying.
At least there's still 4.
Oh, wow.
I know. What was it? Oh yeah, the original Memphis Belle is now in Washington D.C. There's one called
That's neat.
old 666.
So far.
That's you have to find that on YouTube somewhere. That plane was scrapped. There was one called was it last year or the year before? I don't remember. Actually, one called Texas Raiders. Can't think of. There's a few others. Can't remember. Oh, that's the other one. Sally B. Sally B. Based out of England. That was in the. The Sally B. was in the 1990 film called Memphis Belle. Go if you can find it. With what's his name? John Lithgow, Billy Zane, Sean Austin, and Matthew Modine. Although most people might know Matthew Modine from the Stanley Kubrick film Full Metal Jacket, and Billy Zane from the film called The Phantom.
The Phantom.
Well, it's kind of a comic book thing.
I can't charge this.
I just remembered. People might also remember Sean Austin from the 1980 film called The Goonies, which I was watching. I think over the weekend.
That's a classic.
Oh yeah, well
I haven't seen it. I need to watch it, but I've heard.
What the heck? The other guy, that little Chinese guy in Indiana Jones is there too.
Oh wow!
I think that was one of his first roles. Although the interesting thing is, you might find this hard to believe. I can't remember his name now, but according to that guy, whose name?
Oh.
I think Art froze.
I'm still playing my game.
I'm trying to stay awake. Well, not trying to stay awake, but I'm flipping tired.
Robin.
This is an electric car where if you stop.
Robin, I think Art took a doo-doo.
Yeah.
I did not.
The car will start charging from the sun.
There's a. You guys ever see a pink Spitfire before?
No, that's cool.
There's Steven.
Leafy.
That's a photo reconnaissance version, Robin.
Hey, Steven.
See it?
Oh wow.
What's up, yo?
You know what? You might.
What's up?
Guess where I'm live at, Steven?
YouTube.
Yep.
You can see it. Speaking, Robin, you might be interested to know that during the whole period in World War II, there, Robin, you had 24 different 24 different models of Spitfire were produced.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some of them, and a lot of them are quite rare. And it's expensive to maintain that stuff. You know. What's the other one? No, hang on. There's a that's it. There's a P-38 and there's a P-38 Lightning fighter plane in German markings.
I forgot.
Ooh.
Well, like I said, you capture stuff, you use it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What's up?
Oh,
This Monday's been magnificent.
Hey, there's the airplane for there's the airplane named Marauder.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you there was a plane called that.
Wait, does anybody have any funny things I can ask my Echo device? I can't think of anything funny.
Why is the Raven like a writing desk?
Wait, what was that, Art?
Why is a Raven like a writing desk?
Alexa, why is a Raven like a writing desk?
Because it can produce a few notes, though they are very flat, and it is never put with the wrong end in front.
I was always wondering.
Alexa, why are Corvettes rad?
Alexa, why are Corvettes rad?
Corvettes are rare because of their limited production.
Alexa, Why are Corvettes red?
From GMauthority.com. It's no secret that red is a hot color for the Chevrolet Corvette.
Alexa, I said red, you bitch! Red!
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, it doesn't
Fuck
acknowledge
you!
it.
Hey, hold on.
I guess
No,
Alexa
hey,
said
hey,
that's
Alexa.
Alexa fat.
Go fuck yourself, Guppy!
Hey, Robin.
Yeah?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
What's up, Aaron?
I think Alexa does a white.
Where is? Okay, here's my.
What have you done to me,
I've seen
you
yellow ones.
fucking bitch?
Speaking of which, I was at the Corvette show last weekend.
Yeah, I saw the photos.
Yes.
I've got a couple of Hot Wheels ones.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what kind of car is that? Oh, that's insane.
You guys ever heard of a mosquito airplane?
No, what the heck? That's cool.
Yeah, that's Robin. The de Havilland Mosquito was an entirely what the? Okay, I got
Sorry, I did the quick.
Anyway. The de Havilland Mosquito was built entirely out of wood, Robin. They called it the Wooden Wonder.
Cool.
There's actually a couple of movies on it too. One is 6G3 Squadron, and the other is called Mosquito Squadron. On one of them, I forgot which was which, but has the late David McCallum, which is pretty cool. And like I said, they're pretty old now, so you might not be able to find them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Also, you may have
There's
noticed, but
look at
Hey,
that's
Steven.
the P24.
Hey,
Look at the
Steven.
artwork on this guy.
Steven, I
Look
want to
at
get I want to get your opinion, Steven.
what?
Oh, boy.
Is this stream better on YouTube or on Cam Up?
YouTube,
Why is that?
because I noticed the quality is much higher.
Yeah.
Because
the
I'm
big
streaming in
boy-
720p.
Yeah. Also, I like this. Also, I think the sound quality is way better. I
Is it?
I can hear you more clean now.
Hey,
So I see Brad is not too happy about that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Brandon's not too happy about it. He's being a sourpuss like he always is.
Yeah.
oh, there's a plane for you.
He
Nope.
needs to stop being outside.
Crickets.
Just think that every week that I do this show, the viewer count will go up.
Oh, absolutely. You probably get more views on here if you do a cap. You probably get more views on YouTube.
I'm probably not going to be on much longer. I can tell you that. I'm getting tired.
You're getting
My-
tired,
I don't know, my head-
Robin?
Oh,
Yeah. My back's been hurting kind of.
also, you may
that
notice I also changed my YouTube username.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah, did you notice now I call Steve the Corvette guy?
Yeah. Also, Steven.
I just noticed that.
Steven, you can use the chat. You can use the chat room like you do on Cam Up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
So
I should be chatty out there.
yeah, you should be able to chat.
All right, y'all. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night, Robin.
Bye.
Brandon, hey Tim, Brandon was like, "Oh, your viewership is dropping like flies." I'm like, "Geez, I just started doing this tonight."
Mm.
Why is he always such a sap? Why? Like
I don't
why?
know. Ugh.
It's like
Well, people are,
it's like if you do this kind of thing every week, your viewership will go up.
It won't-
people are,
it won't come up.
what? I don't know. Don't know what to say.
I don't care if it's a small group of people or
Mhm.
people who come across the stream or like it or dislike it. I don't care.
Oh, I don't give a darn one way or the other.
At
Actually, no, you were there.
At
were
least
there,
people
Aaron.
at least people are engaging, you know.
You were in Josh's BGRN show yesterday, and he was having major troll issues.
The thing about YouTube, you don't have to deal with trolls.
Well, there was that, yeah.
I mean, you can assign a moderator.
That's a big semi right there.
I mean, you can assign a moderator to moderate the chat.
What the? Oh, okay.
Which I'm thinking about. Which I am thinking about assigning some moderators to this YouTube chat.
I was trying to do something in my instant world there and pushing the wrong button.
I'm no stranger to YouTube streaming, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Like,
It's just I just want to use this YouTube channel more for live content because it would be better.
oh yeah, because sometimes when I make update videos, sometimes I go live on YouTube where I make update videos. Both on my Corvette channel as well as my CFET channel.
I mean, I do like the uploaded content, but come on, live content's where it's at.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe I
Aaron,
can get more views on my channel with that.
you can only stream on CamUp. You're not allowed to stream on any other website. You know
Well,
that.
I don't know about that.
That's a joke.
Oh.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
I mean,
Aaron knew that was a joke.
it doesn't matter where you stream. I mean, this is a podcast type of show, and no matter where you put it, it's gonna bring in viewership.
Yes, it will.
I mean,
What was I gonna say?
I could put it on the worst site and it'd probably pull in way more viewers.
Well, that's certainly not anything. Whoa! I wasn't paying attention to what the.
And since I barely do any copyrighted music.
Oh, somebody's.
And if I were doing this for the money, guess how much ad revenue I would push in.
Someone's doing the. It looks like they're doing American Truck Simulator on the video here.
You got chills.
That's Beeman.
That's the
yellow.
Isn't that a?
So what do you think?
On the video it looks like they're doing looks like an old Kenworth K100.
Hey,
you don't see those anymore.
Hey, Chills, what do you think about the stream being on YouTube?
I like it.
Brandon don't think so.
You don't that. Yeah.
Yeah,
well.
I saw him saying it.
What's that line again? As the now very late Ricky Nelson said, you can't please everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I can't.
Well, as I said,
Let's see if I can do this.
that was his tune called Garden Party, if I remember correctly. And like I said, I used to hear his music I used to hear his music on the radio all the time. Well, not all the time, but
Can I hook up to this one?
couple times, at least a couple times a week.
There must be a problem with this truck.
Hey, Caesar. Chill.
Oh, how about that?
There we go.
So you're liking the YouTube stream, huh, Dylan?
Yeah.
So where would you rather see this stream streamed at? YouTube or CamUp?
YouTube would be good.
As long as you don't do any, I was going to say, as long as you don't do any copyrighted music, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I know that. What's his name?
I mean, there are some songs that you can get away with copyrighted.
Some, yeah.
But I mean, as long as you stay within the safe range.
Well, yeah, but that's always hard to tell.
But like my the suck my balls intro, that's only a few seconds, so I can play that.
What's his name? A YouTuber named Spam also has run into that.
Yeah.
What's the other guy? Oh yeah, I was watching a YouTuber called Top 5. He's doing some kind of something about disturbing YouTube channels that are still active.
Yeah.
There's something about he had to remove I think what's that song called again? Oh yeah, something about bodies hit the floor. Whoever does that, I have no idea. There's been a couple of other ones too. As I said, there's have to be careful because
just saw some lightning out here.
right?
Some lightning?
Yeah, had a thunderstorm earlier.
You guys can't see it, but I've got snow.
Oh wow.
So
I have
YouTube
snow.
so YouTube says my connection is excellent.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's definitely your connection with KMO's website. That's why you can't stream here.
Yeah.
Well, it's a possibility.
It's,
I know even I was saying, telling Aaron earlier that my almost every day at somewhere between somewhere between 6 and 7, my connection drops out for like maybe a second and 2 seconds.
Can be finicky sometimes. That's good most of the time.
Well, since I still use a DSL connection, it's not a big surprise. Although I was still, believe it or not,
what are you having to drink tonight, Dylan?
I still remember using
Yingling Flight. It's the same. It's the same as Michelob Ultra. It's pretty good.
I think I had a Michelob on Saturday. Although that was about a week ago. No, that was last weekend.
I had the new Surfside drink. It's like
it was last weekend that a friend of mine and a
vodka in it, a premixed drink.
Oh my gosh, it's been 3 years.
Speaking of that, it was last weekend that a friend of mine turned 52.
Huh.
Although I have not talked to that person in 8 years.
I'm not sure if you guys know her or not.
I'm sorry?
She was like a wedding or something.
Oh.
She goes Syria called this. Not sure if you can see her man or not.
Yeah, well. What else did I see? Oh yeah, this past weekend I was watching the original Harry Potter movies. You know?
Nice.
I heard there's a reboot coming though. I think I'll give it I don't know about you, but I'm gonna give it a pass.
Yeah, Brandon's still being sour. Nothing new.
He said no.
Yeah, he said he was gonna go to bed.
Well, that's what Brandon is taking a page out of my twin brother's book. Whenever
it's like I don't get it. Like, who cares what platform you stream on?
He does.
He's like, well, I take it serious. If it's not cam up, I'm not tuning in.
Okay.
Well, if it's not cam up, I mean.
Well.
It's not the end of the
world.
world.
It reminds me. That actually reminds me. That reminds me of something funny I saw on TV quite a number of years ago. Oh yeah. So remember, if it says Binford, get out of the house. Tools ain't supposed to talk to you.
Good old Home Improvement, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, the other one. There was episode. It was episode of a now long dead Canadian TV show called Red Green. The Possum Lodge, which was the main setting, that he wanted character Harold wanted to become a church, right? And then he said, what did he say? Oh yeah, he said, I want to be a deacon. Yeah, deacon beacon. Oh, okay. And then Red said, oh, okay. So now every time the phone rings, you could be saying, "Don't be freaking. This is Deacon Beacon speaking." Oh man, there's some great lines. I missed that show, but what are you gonna do? I think you can actually find it on YouTube if you really wanted to look. I mean, heck, if you can find I'm sure you can find the original. You can probably find all of the shows in the Degrassi franchise. There's some great Canadian shows that have been around.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, one of the ones I found got back into, looked up recently, was one called Danger Bay, filmed around filmed around the city of Vancouver.
Yeah.
You know?
So
it's just cool.
So aside from Brandon not wanting to participate, who is willing to participate with me every week?
I could do it.
I work, so it's.
I have to
every week.
Well, at some point I'll have to. I know at some point I'll have to do with the obsolete computer, but I can, once that's finished, I could do it. In the meantime, I can tune in.
Well, I had 28 total views so far tonight.
Nice.
Very good.
Three concurrent.
What's another one?
That's almost half of what I pull in on Cam Up.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the show called Whose Line Is It Anyway? You can find that on there.
Yeah.
That's a good program. It said there was one. I forgot what it was. I have to find it, but there was one episode that even had the late Robin Williams on it.
Oh wow!
I'll have to check that out.
There.
I like Robin Williams.
You might be able to find it. Just type Whose Line Is It Anyway? Props with Robin Williams.
Thanks.
Of course, that's on YouTube. Obviously, some of them are funny. What was it? Actually, I wanted the. Well, I said that's it's an American version because there's a UK version too. Oh man, some of them are, like I said, some of them are funny. I mean, some of their couple of their hoedowns are funny.
Let's see if it works for this car. If I can charge it.
Forgot what it was.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what's what's the other one? There's all kinds of different stuff on there. That's just me putting my phone down, by the way. Oh, brother. Like I said, if you want to go check out some... what's that other video? Oh, yeah. That other video I was talking about was from a YouTuber I was looking at earlier was a YouTuber called Top Fives. He does a lot of what's the word? Creep factor, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's neat.
And of course there's one the channel I've gotten into recently was one called Chilling Scares. There's one called the Tape Library. And of course, if you want to, like I said, if you want to go look at the, I don't know, since YouTube has become so rather content sensitive these days, you can go check out, what was it, DDS TV, Mega Driving School, I think there's one called Dirtbag Lunatic, I think.
So great to be here.
It's great to have you. Yeah, there's a few channels.
Nice.
Nice.
I've even actually heard of I know of a YouTube channel.
Brandon says he's Brandon says he's going to do a show just like mine on the same day.
Well, I don't know about well.
Starting
If he
next
was,
week.
If he was, well, I'm not. Well, obviously, I'm not saying he can't, but it doesn't seem worth it to me because you're more popular.
Who's going to reign supreme? Probably me.
Probably. You seem to be the. You seem. And this is just my opinion, but I think you're the king of Monday night, there, Aaron.
And
he is.
And this stream is more of like a laid back podcast. His would probably be more like
exactly.
IT and tech shit.
Oh, yeah.
Doing all this because you're streaming on YouTube one night.
Yeah, I know.
Having issues.
Yeah. And I might keep this on YouTube because it might be beneficial.
Yeah. I like it.
It's a possibility.
I mean, he's just doing this because he's butthurt.
Seems to be.
Because he knows how good my streams are, and he probably won't have anybody.
Right.
Well, I wouldn't say he would. I'm not saying he won't have anybody, but he might end up having. What's the word? He might end up getting. End up like Josh. What happened to Josh last night? Trolls.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's the sad thing is the trolls are like trying to control Cam Up.
Well, it's nothing new
for their own benefit.
I've had them on. I've seen them on. I for one, I've seen a few on Vaughn Live. I think there were quite. There used to be. There was quite a few on the. On the old, Stickam casting site days too.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see many on YouTube unless your channel's like really big. They just won't care about you.
Believe it or not, I think somebody actually, you can actually, and this is the sad thing on this is that you can actually find, you can actually play. Sorry, I don't know if you. Well, I don't recommend it, but you can actually find pro-Nazi music on there on YouTube as well. I'm serious.
Oh boy, what is going on in the BGRN thing?
Brandon's all.
And the server.
He says starting next Monday night, BGRN may be hosting a comeback of story time called Storytime Off the Rails. All folks are welcome to participate on Discord.
Oh my goodness.
I remember trying to doing a story time once myself, but it didn't work out very well.
You mean he's going to try and compete with me?
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
That's an idea.
What the hell?
What's that, Tim?
Well, why is he doing like why is he so butthurt? It doesn't make sense.
Because I'm on YouTube and not Cam Up.
He's wasting so much energy, though. His own energy on this. It's just sad. It's kind of sad, really.
YouTube is YouTube is like the hub central for podcasts.
Wow.
I mean, you got Keemstar with Locale Live, which he's got a number of channels of that. I mean, you got a lot of content now on YouTube than you did before.
I have heard of videos getting taken down too, though, for copyright and content and stuff like that.
Well, not if there is a fair use clause there, Art.
Well, yeah, I mean it's called. I know.
You can
fair use.
You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You can use. You
Well, I remember before there's at least there's two compilations of the British TV show called Super Nanny.
Yeah.
Although the individual, the owner of that channel said he can't after the second one he had to quit because of copyright.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? The guy, YouTuber called what was it called again? Oh yeah, Next of Ken, who was posting "Whose Line Is It Anyway" stuff.
Yeah.
Although he had to quit again because of copyright. Actually, speaking of that, that reminds me. Yeah, the YouTube channel called Triple WY 2000 only has one video on it.
Jeez.
Again, because he was posting, the guy was posting police car chase videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is copyright of the TV station that originally aired them, right? So the guy the guy removed them all from his videos, right? He moved all his videos from the channel. And I think what happened is that YouTube says, hey, we noticed you don't have any videos on your channel. In order to maintain it, there needs to be at least one video on there. So that's why the guy restored his last video. Although I know of one video that what was it? Well, no, I don't even know if it still exists, but the channel called Surveillance Cameraman.
Yeah. Basically,
the guy whipped out his phone and recorded people just because he could. But since YouTube has had the policy that's it's changed its policy, it says that anyone in a video has to be has to give their permission to whatever it was. A person needs to. Anyway, I can't think of what I was going to say. Well, no, because the guy was. That's what it was. Anybody seen in a video has to give their permission before it can be posted. Posted to the site, I believe.
Oh, his game stream ended.
Okay. Yeah, I ended it. I had enough of the game.
Anyway, so what happened was. So what happened, like I said, since YouTube changed that policy, the surveillance cameraman had all of his videos get wiped. Well, you can see a few of them on re-uploads on a video on Chilling Scares' YouTube channel. Some of the stuff on there is kind of creepy, though.
Yeah.
I think you can even find it. You can actually find well, I don't know. You might be able to find videos from a TV show called I Shouldn't Be Alive. Although, like I said, because it's content, YouTube is very content sensitive. They may have age restricted it now. I don't know. I have found a couple of videos that have have a disclaimer on it. It says this video may contain topics of suicide, of self-assassination, for lack of a better word, because the official term for that cannot be mentioned on YouTube, so you have to be very careful on that.
Yeah.
I almost said it, and I know we're on YouTube, so I have to could get the warning.
Yeah.
So have to be careful on that one.
So yeah. I'm just letting.
So I apologize for that, Aaron.
That's okay.
Because as I said,
it's no worse. It's no worse than Brandon being sour about me casting on YouTube.
Well, again, it's actually.
I've noticed when I'm running auto DJ over on Came Up, sometimes the OBS disconnects.
Yeah, there's been a very bad issue with it disconnecting lately.
Yeah,
that happened to me last week too.
It's like
I have been at this. Sorry, go ahead, Aaron.
It's like tonight. It disconnected me, and it popped up like, oh, blah blah blah, stream key. Make sure your stream key is set. Blah blah blah. Hate that.
That's more like a server. Sounds more like a server issue to me.
Mine was telling me to make sure to check the server.
Stream key thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of OBS, I'm getting
that
last
happened
time I
to
was
me
live,
tonight.
I was getting prompted. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Aaron.
I said that happened to me tonight, where it's like, oh, you need to check your stream key, blah blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm.
I'm like an hour into the stream, and I did this.
Right.
Can't have that.
I mean, I was going to say, this past Thursday, as soon as I brought my OBS installation up, I got notified for for an update.
Yeah.
Nice.
I said, remind me later.
And Brandon expects us to cast on CamUp when clearly it has issues.
It's like trying to cast on CamUp when it has issues. It's like trying to get pigs to fly. It ain't gonna happen.
I mean, it's frustrating. It's like I get Larry is trying to keep the site usable, but it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like when you're trying to do a stream, and you hear like the Windows sound, like something goes
Windows
wrong,
error message or critical stop or whatever.
It's like, what the fuck? I'm like right in the middle of a stream.
Yeah.
It's like fucking server has a freaking heart attack.
Meltdown.
Damn.
Oh, that's another one. Speaking of YouTube, that's another channel that I was looking at before, but haven't looked at for a while now. One called Bedtime Stories.
And here's the thing, Art. It doesn't matter if you have good internet or not. CamUp's going to just do that on you.
Well, any server can do that. I mean, any website server can do that at any time, whether it be CamUp, iCrap as we call it.
Yeah, but when it comes to streaming, though, you think it shouldn't happen.
Yeah. It's called, I think in the electronic world, it's called, in the tech world, I think they call it a random act of God.
Random act of stupidness.
Well, what's that line again? Oh yeah, nothing lasts forever.
I hate to say it, Aaron, but you have to stream on CamUp. You don't get a choice.
As I said, I mean, well, as I told a former coworker, you can't expect something that's in use every single day to last forever.
And at this rate, CamUp is on its last legs.
I'd hate to see that, but
I mean, if it's having server issues now, just think what it would be like a few months down the road. Brandon doesn't see it. It's like if it keeps doing this crap, no matter how good your server is, it runs crappy. Plus, there's barely anybody casting on CamUp, anyways.
Wow, you're starting to sound like Mr. Dirty Talk Radio there, Aaron.
Well, no, it's
speaking of that,
it's the honest to God truth, Art. I'm not saying it to bash CamUp. I'm saying it because CamUp lost all its users,
or a large chunk of them.
And it's a large chunk that it will never get back.
You were saying there, Dylan?
Speaking of DTR, I see he moved to Vaughn Live.
Really?
Oh, that's him.
Really? He moved to Vaughn Live? Good, now we could go and troll him more.
Well,
sadly, they're making the streamers pay for
guest chat,
which is fine. I actually gifted guests
it's a good way to. It is a good way to get rid of trolls.
Yeah.
Except the thing with well, I heard that there's the streams get interrupted by random ads. Well, that happened. That happened recently. You know when.
No matter what you love, Paramount Plus.
Okay. That was
was that?
speaking of ads. That was one there.
Speaking of,
I think that's happened once before.
yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to think. You know, it said there was a
God.
couple
Oh
episodes.
God!
No, was it one or?
Oh God!
Sorry, go ahead.
Brandon's like, we'll see what happens next week. He already made the voice channels.
Oh boy!
Not that anybody's gonna go to them.
I won't.
I'll probably avoid it myself. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
because we already have an established. Because we already have an established show right here.
When I was going to, or no, no. I think it was with when Juan Rubin was still doing his shows. I was on Vaughn Live that couple of times, and they got interrupted by an ad every 45 minutes or something like that. Actually, speaking of Juan Live, Juan Rubin. Sorry, that's when I came in here. He was live on Cam Up, but now that since Cam Up is since Cam Up is on the frit tonight, he might have been forced to close down as well. Well, more than likely.
Yeah, Brandon thinks that nobody's going to. Hey, Brandon.
Sorry, go ahead.
Brandon thinks that nobody's going to avoid his newly designed story time.
He's in for as much as I hate to judge, he's in for a rude shock.
Because who's going to come to a well-established show? You guys are.
Of course.
I mean, it's
what was I going to say?
It's very obvious that he's should I say wasting all its energy for nothing.
Interesting. Elon setting up some astronauts again.
Oh, what the heck?
He's just messaging me saying all this crap.
Yeah, well.
He thinks he can compete with me, but I don't think so. This show has been well established, for what, 9 episodes so far?
So far, yeah.
And we're working on the 10th?
I think, yeah, that'll be next week, yeah.
And Dylan,
at least according to your
you got your whole drinking stream planned out, your punishment.
It got plenty of Michelob Ultras in there.
So you ready for your drinking beer punishment?
Maybe.
It's
I'm drinking these
tonight. I mean, it's a better punishment than any, right?
Speaking of beers, you heard that song about it called what's it? Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. I forgot who does that, mind you. I forgot who does that. I think that's Billy Currington, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Sweet.
I'm just finding his chats to be very funny at this point.
Oh, what's the other one? Oh, yeah, I've heard that, speaking of country guys, I've heard that Alan Jackson is officially retired now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's some kind of degenerative disease he has.
Ah. So no more.
He has some good tunes.
So no more Alan Jackson on tour, huh?
Nope. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. I mean, one of the other times is Aerosmith. You know.
Well, Aerosmith is already retired.
Oh yeah, because of his even Tyler said he damaged his voice somehow.
Yeah.
But his place in the music industry history is secure. I mean, like I said, he's got
I remember with Stephen Todd was the Georgia American Idol. I mean, Stephen Todd was the Georgia American. He was like crazy, and what Stephen Todd would do? He would swear a lot the American Idol.
I don't watch that program.
Yeah, I mean, there was one episode he just kept swearing was so bad would bleep her out.
Well, you can't. According to you can't drop the F-bomb on TV. You'll get it blanked out every time.
Anyway.
Oh, they did land it.
But like I said, according to George Carlin, there's 7 things you can't say on TV. I can't remember what they were because that was his joke. There's 7 things. 7 things. And I counted were, bleep, 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 and bleep. He blanked himself out he blanked them out every single time.
Well, yeah. The only person they didn't blank out on live TV was Mike Tyson.
Wow. Oh, that's an episode. Oh yeah, there you go. That's there was a Whose Line episode did that once. Something about sales. What does it say? Oh yeah, sales pitches doomed to fail. And then Wayne Brady goes, "I'm Mike Tyson for Encyclopedia Britannica." Oh man. You would think that it would, sometimes it's funny. Other times they get they do get a little carried away. That show did get carried away from time to time. Not often, mind you. Oh, what's the other one?
Oh, cute.
We were mentioning it. We were mentioning it earlier, but what's that other program? Oh yeah, Microsoft Train Simulator. There was someone way back in 2008. Somebody created a show called The Full Bucketeers. Because that was a route you could add to Microsoft Train Simulator. What's another one? There's quite a few. Although they were what's that other?
I love Lionel Trains.
Oh yeah?
Lionel.
Yeah, I've had them. I've seen those. Some of them are neat. Getting expensive though.
So Steven, what you been up to?
Well, nothing. We sent my aunt went back home. She's not my brother, but she's like an aunt to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
she went back home today. She came here last month, and she went back home today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I've been quiet lately, because I was spending quiet time with her last week.
I know. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, a great aunt on my mother's side used to be a painter. Unfortunately she's passed away now, but we still have some stuff.
So I think I might find my dream Corvette. I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go. I tried to decide whether I should get a red Corvette or a blue Corvette. I always try to decide, should I get a C4 or should I get a C5?
Aren't they up to like C7 now?
No, they're up to the C8.
Oh, okay. I'm a ways off.
So people call the Corvette the affordable Lamborghini.
I'm sorry?
Because the new Corvette is actually a mid-engine Corvette. Oh. So the engine is in the middle of the car side of the flat.
Well, mid-engine's nothing new.
Yeah, but the problem is, I was like, but if it had the surface, how do they get to the edges if it had to service the edges for the mid
Well,
edges?
it might be that thing might be it might be under the right under the driver's seat.
Yeah, yeah, and they probably had to wave off the body to get to the edge.
Well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but the C4, the C5, those are my favorite Corvettes because the reason why because they have the headlights that pop up where they turn they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but with it,
those things can be those can be a problem. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a shit they got away with for the C6 Corvette. Because actually, the West Time War Corvette was actually 4 years ago. Because one of my mom's friends, her husband had one. It was a Surfer 2002 Corvette convertible with a 6-speed manual transmission.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I was going to say, I have heard. I know of a couple of. There's a couple of Porsche models that did that. Have the mid-engine.
Oh yeah, because actually one of my friends who does review cars on YouTube. He had a Troy AT Porsche Cayman 780 Cayman.
Oh, that's
the two-door coupe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was the 780 Boxer, which is the convertible, and had the 780 Cayman, which was the coupe.
Well, the only other mid-engine Porsche model was the 914.
Yeah.
Although, according to a book that I have, the reason why its design was a collaboration between Porsche and Volkswagen. It didn't look all that great.
It's actually a new Corvette model called. It's going to be called the Corvette C71.
Wow.
It's actually, if that was actually going to have a trade turbo V8 engine in it. Yeah, so the new Corvette C71 is going to have a 4.5 with a trade turbo V8.
Huh.
It's going to make over 1,000. You know how much the horsepower is? Over 1,000.
Wow. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of restriction on it.
Yeah. Also, I don't trust turbo H's, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because turbo H's are more high maintenance than the wagon H's are.
I know that my mother used to have a turbocharged car.
Yeah. So my mom, because actually my mom had a turbocharged Subaru Outback.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she had that car before. She had that car for like 3 years, but she did not like it. So the lease was up, so that's why she got her certificate after the lease. Her Subaru was up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did not like her Subaru Outback. Which I know was not surprised because I know a lot of people who have Subaru Outbacks walk there.
Remember before having a
the EcoBoost.
Oh, that's a Ford thing.
Yeah, it's called the EcoBoost.
You were missed it earlier, but Robin's saying that her friend has an escape with that, or it did. That thing at that end, it said that engine blew up.
Yeah, she's like those were the Facebook Fords.
Yeah.
This is why I don't trust Fords.
And my twin brother used to volunteer in an auto shop, and he said what do you say? The Ford Focus is a piece of crap.
Oh yeah, because my Bessie has one. She has a Troy 12 or Troy 13.
Oh.
I said to her, well, but I think it's been giving her trouble, so she may want to upgrade. She's kind of like maybe getting like a Honda Civic hybrid.
Oh yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. At some point for a while, my mom had a '89 Ford Probe. That thing was a junk pile.
Oh yeah.
I mean, by the time, believe it or not, Steve, by the time we got rid of it, my mother had sunk $3,500 Canadian into the thing.
Wow. Holy shit.
Well, because again, it was purchased used, right? And someone had cobbled it together.
Wow.
And the thing I was going to say is that before we spent, I think $3,000 on a front end realignment, it always pulled to the left because of a turbo.
Yeah.
What else was there? Oh yeah, I keep seeing an ad the other day. I keep seeing ads on my TV now for something about the Power Promise from the Ford Motor Company.
Yeah.
And then right after that, they say they're doing their promoting their. I mean, I don't think they're promoting it necessarily, but they mentioned like their electric Mustang.
Yeah.
Pizza, whatever.
Huh.
Actually, speaking of that though, I remember watching before from the what's that program? Oh yeah, 48 Hours Investigates. I heard that the classic Mustangs from '64 to about sometime in the '80s, they were death traps.
Yeah.
Because they would use the they'd use the drop-in fuel tank.
Oh yeah.
Right off like the old before my time, but before our time, but I'm sure you remember. Steven, do you remember the Ford Pinto, right?
Oh yeah, my grandpa had one.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I never saw it because I was a boy when he had it.
Yeah, well, like I said, my parents have had so many different vehicles. It's crazy to remember them all. And like I said, I still remember my dad's pickup truck. Oh man, 1986 Ford F-150 with an inline.
Yeah.
Man, 14 years of gravel roads, and that thing went like that thing was still going after that.
Oh wow.
And like I said, I mean, other occasion, I think it pulled a vehicle out of a ditch. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. What was the other one?
First time trying this beer, actually.
I'm sorry?
My first time trying this beer right here.
Oh, okay.
It's a Yingling Flight. It's the same.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
You can, believe it or not, people can actually lose their taste for things.
Yeah.
That's happened to me.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have heard of I'm sure all of you have heard of a food called rice-a-roni, right? Right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's mother, who has passed away, used to give it to me and my siblings all the time. So I don't even eat that any stuff. I don't even eat it no more. I mean, I see it all the time in store all the time, but I just don't eat it. Speaking of stores, you might find this hard to believe, but the last time I was in a store, I saw a small jerry can of olive oil, and guess what the price was?
What?
It was I think it was like a 20-liter can of olive oil here in Canada is $60. $60. That's insane. But then again, it's there are three things, at least three things that determine price here in Canada, right? Well, you've got, like I said, you've got inflation from the world conflicts, right?
Yeah.
You've got something called the something that I call Trudeau's tax.
Oh
right?
wow!
And
Brandon
I also have.
oh wow! Here's an update. Brandon put me in timeout on the BGRN server.
Oh, great!
Oh,
well,
because I kicked him out of mine.
Yep. Oh yeah. They also what the heck was? Oh yeah. What's the newest thing? It's the newest thing, which has not had enough time to take an effect yet. Is something I call Trumpler's tariffs.
Wow.
Which I think is a load of, it's a load of BS, quite frankly.
Yeah. Boo, Donald Trump.
Although, surprisingly enough, it's another game you guys want to try.
Everybody in the U.S. loves Donald Trump.
Well, I'm not so big on him. I mean that's why I call him Trumpler. I mean, it's like what's the word? Shades of Adolf Hitler. There, I'll tell you. I mean, just who in their right mind would try to? The only other time I've heard of trying to build a wall was like frickin' some Chinese emperor way back when. Yeah. Although I heard what the speaking of the Great Wall of China, believe it or not, you can actually see it from space.
Yes, right. I forgot about that.
Well, what's left of it? Because there are several parts that have been, that have, what's the word? That it's been decimated by environment. And I think it showed up, it shows up in one of the, it also, a part of it even, it's represented in, I think, one of the Superman movies with the now late Christopher Reeve. Where the character, I don't remember which movie it was, but the, Nuclear Man, as it were. Where Nuclear Man destroys it, and Superman comes in and rebuilds it basically. Of course, I mean it's all practical of special effects and everything, but you get the picture.
Yes.
I was gonna say for gaming, if you want to, I actually found a neat online game recently. Or no, known about it for a few years now. Game called GOFS.
Oh, I see Robin's still in the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah, I did.
I think she's gone to bed. I thought she went to bed.
No, she's tired.
Maybe
she's tired.
Got off Discord, I guess.
She's tired. She's still watching.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah. I will not fall asleep tonight.
Well,
I don't know. You sure look like it, Steven.
We all know that. We all need sleep.
I know, but I want to make sure I don't fall asleep do it where the guys are still alive. Okay.
We don't need sleep. What are you talking about?
I know that lack of sleep has actually caused a major rail accident here in Canada. And because of it, I think I think no, that's different. I was going to say 47 people died in that accident.
Oh Jesus!
That's a different one.
That's horrible.
The one accident I'm talking about, the accident that killed 47 people. Well, not technically, but they were declared dead. That happened in the Canadian province of Quebec, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas the one I was referring to just before happened in British Columbia. That's a completely different thing.
Yes.
That's another one. That's another YouTube channel called Thunderbolt 1000 Productions. They do some train accidents. Although because of the because of YouTube becoming very content sensitive, you might not be able to access it all. At least not unless you're signed in. They have it's called age restriction. It's a little. Let's just say I do have an opinion on the subject, but I'm not going to since we're doing this on YouTube right now. I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, definitely.
You do have to be careful sometimes because words have consequences too.
Yeah.
I mean, oh no, that's a different thing. Sorry, that's not. Tesla, the Tesla Motor Company stock isn't dropping because of what Musk said. It's what he did.
Yeah.
Well, that salute that he did was very Nazi-esque.
Yeah.
So people are not liking that.
Yeah.
Let's see here if I can find it. Here we. I was wrong, by the way. The one accident caused by lack of sleep didn't happen in British Columbia. It happened in the Canadian province of Alberta.
Yeah.
And I was wrong, actually.
Actually, my dad test drove a Tesla Model S 8 years ago.
Yeah, well. And they're having trouble too. I've heard that. Their Cybertruck is. Their Cybertrucks are suffering from not malfunctions, but the other word. That body panel's literally falling off.
My old neighbor who was in Chicago, he's actually. I think he said he's getting close to having his coming in. While my old neighbor for Chicago is getting a Cybertruck.
Well, like I said, the body panels on that are consistently falling off.
Yeah, so I said to my mate, "Well, be wait to take it for May recalls."
Well,
I don't trust Tesla. That's why if I was going to have an electric car, I'd probably get like a Chevy Equinox EV or the Chevy Blazer EV.
As far as I know, no, maybe not. I was going to say the only electric vehicle Chevrolet ever produced was the Volt, and they don't make that no more.
Yeah, the Volt, but they don't make those anymore.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
So now they have the Chevy Silverado pickup truck EV, and they now also have the two SUVs, the Equinox EV and the Blazer EV.
Oh, okay. They do have the. I also seen ads for the F-150 Lightning electric too. But,
I think that's my boss. That's the truck my boss wants to get.
I do have to give people credit. For a while, Ford was experimenting with a hydrogen fuel cell, which was kind of neat.
Yeah.
No, but
if you don't know yet, my dad drives a Kia electric car. He has the Kia new EV.
I know my no, sorry. I think a retired teacher friend was driving a Kia minivan for a while. Except the only thing is that thing's engine would stall out.
Yeah, it seems like Hard Day Kia.
Oh no! Sorry. No, that's not it. That was the van she had previous to the one she has now. She had a what is the name of the minivan that Kia makes or used to make?
The Kia, I think the Colorful.
What's that? Oh, the minivan model. Oh yeah, the Sedona. Yeah. That's different.
It used to be the Sedona, but it got switched over.
Oh, they changed the name, did they?
Yeah, now it's called the Kia Colorful.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's not the. It's not. It is not the first time. Because I remember when Ford had their what was it called
Ford
again?
Waystar.
Well, yeah, I think they used to call it the Aerostar.
Yeah,
But there were so many.
Waystar, I fabricated the
They
Waystar,
had
I
so many.
fabricated the Freestar.
Well, yeah, they had so many. They had so many problems with it that they changed the name.
Yeah, my aunt used to have a 2002 Ford Waystar.
Oh, you know, this was years ago, but I remember seeing somebody in the neighborhood of, believe it or not, someone uh, that was living in my neighborhood of my Canadian city used to have an old Ford Taurus. You remember those things?
Oh yeah.
God, old, man.
I remember
Anyway,
those Ford Tauruses. They were very popular.
well, like I said, some vehicles are popular, others are not. And what's the other word? Oh, there we go. That one accident I was talking about. There earlier. By the way, guys,
Oh yeah.
there was 23 people. 23 people were killed in it.
Oh dang.
Uh, like I said, what happened was is that the what was it? Basically, it was a runaway freight train that crashed into a passenger train. Except that the crew of the freight train had fallen asleep.
Oh, they're not.
So they ended up being, as I said, and then then on some changes. Whoa, you got two of those, don't you?
Yeah, two of them.
Oh, okay.
I love them on my bed.
Well, of course. Well, mind the hair.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, those are pure. I've never met any, but most German Shepherds I've seen are police dogs.
Yes, Caesar's one of them actually.
Retired, right?
No, he's a full-blooded like them.
No, I realized that, but as I said, German Shepherd is popular for police work.
Nice. Yeah.
The only one I'm familiar with was one called London from the Canadian TV series. They're called Littlest Hobo from 1979 to 1985.
Oh, that's a cool car there, Steven.
There we go.
It looks like a 57.
What the hell's that again?
Looks like like I said, it looks like a 1957 Chevrolet. I've got a Matchbox version, although mine is red with cream.
Oh, nice.
It's not. What was the other one? As I said, I myself, when it comes to North American cars, I kind of prefer like I said, the classic Ford Mustang. I've got one floating around somewhere, but I've got it as like I said, I've got a 1970 Boss 302 made by Matchbox floating around somewhere.
Yeah.
Which is
one of the best British Corvette right there.
Oh, those are just cabinets. Okay, never mind.
So this is behind my bed wall.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put it. I was gonna. You guys can't really see it, but I was wanting to put a train picture up on the wall above mine. I just haven't done it yet.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, got it from a family member's house. The guy had passed away, and we were getting it ready to put it up on the market. And I'll tell you, it was only on the market for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Although the sale price, by the way, the place sold for $349,900 Canadian.
Wow.
I mean, it was a huge place. Basement, the main floor, second floor, and even an attic, for crying out loud. It was huge. I should probably duck out soon, but hang on a minute. Got to turn my overhead light on.
That's what I should do one day. Put my Bluetooth light up to my Alexa.
1 second.
Oops. Made my Alexa light up.
Give me a moment. There we are. There we are. See? Look at that. That's a painting, by the way.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. It was in the guy's living room. He wanted to donate it to a museum, but the museum turned him down. That's my second cousin's father who owned this, although on my mother's side. The downside is that there, folks, and Aaron already knows this. I strained my calf muscles while hoping to clean that place out. I was off my feet for 2 weeks. It's insane. Although I was, like I said, I was popping pain pills. Well, not in rapid succession, but as they wore off. What else did I do? Oh yeah. Look. Watch that cord, bud. Been meaning to send this to somebody. Oh yeah. If I sent it to Dylan, those dogs would probably chew it to pieces.
Great. Probably.
As I said, I don't know any.
The stuffed animals I won at the fair.
Wow. What's the other one?
I got my stuffed animals in the closet that I run at the fair.
What else was there? Found all kinds of neat books. Oh God! I was going to not that any of you guys relate into it, but I actually have 27 puzzles in here. I've got 27 different puzzles in my bedroom right now. I've been meaning to. I'm going to try to put this one together at some point, but I need a piece of cardboard.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Well, like I said, I think 500 is my 500 piece puzzles are my limit. Because unfortunately, what my experience has told me that as the number of pieces get bigger, the pieces themselves get smaller, which is a pain. Speaking of a pain, I'll be back in a moment.
Didn't expect them to have the rocket go up tonight. What's that?
What's what?
Oh, nothing. Let's see, I got a whole 24 pack in my fridge.
There we are.
You ready for next week, huh, Dylan?
I had to pardon me.
And I'm ready for Friday too.
Excuse me for that, folks. I had to duck out and take care of something. Never mind. Pretty ordinary hairbrush. Yeah. Got a book on pirates too, which I need to adjust because it's gonna might fall off. It could fall off the shelf at any minute. Let's see here. Trying to figure something out here. Where are we? Oh, there we are. All right. All right. What the? Oh. Oh, that stinks. Oh, great. Oh, there we go with that again. Yeah. Let's see here. Just looking on Facebook here for some other business. Not really, not really a big, not too much. Whoops.
No, it's
Somebody
Steven.
leave?
It's Steven that left.
Oh, okay.
Get you.
I was gonna kind of. They're just talking about that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hop off too.
Facebook page for something called PC Mag. It's, they're talking about that. They're once again, they're removing the loophole that allows Windows users to access the internet without a Microsoft account. We mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's very much. I guess the reaction is not it's mixed, I guess.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just, again, it depends on, oops, I still have the game going here.
You still had your game going?
I was going to say, you guys might be interested to know, but Train Sim World 2020 was actually released in 2017.
Oh, wow.
So it's been around for some time. But like I said, the newest version is Train Sim World 5. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
oh, and breaking news, I just left the BGRN server.
Why?
Oh.
Because he's being a dick.
Well, they'll probably go back again at some point.
That happens.
Yeah, well, sad.
Yeah, I saw him say he was.
I don't mean to be. No, I was not gonna say anything. I was gonna. Well, I have.
Of course, he's like, why do your show on YouTube? Blah blah blah. You're not gonna gain anything from it. You're gonna lose viewership. Blah 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 blah. Oh my God!
Considering the fact you said earlier, considering the fact that Brandon's a little misinformed because you said earlier they were getting 28 You got 28 viewers on the stream already.
Yeah, that was 28 views in total.
Oh.
And 4 concurrent now.
Oh, all right. So I guess he's, like I said, misinformed.
It's like he doesn't know what every stream is going to be.
Well, again, it's random.
Yeah, true.
I mean, sometimes you get a lot of viewers, and sometimes you don't. I mean, I can speak from personal experience, but by saying that the most number of viewers sorry, go ahead.
Well, I don't think nobody was talking. You can continue.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, as I was saying, the most number of viewers I've had in my Beat Your In show is 11. But I went longer than I only go for about 3 hours.
We've been live for 2 hours and 29 minutes so far.
Oh, cool. Well, anyway, like I said, I mean, that one show the one the one DJ Tiger Tank show where I got 11, I had gone longer. Like maybe an extra hour. No, it was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. I got more viewers. Of course, I mean, and I still remember that one troll that called me for reasons unknown, called me a Nazi sympathizer. But
jeez,
they took off before I could. They left before we could. Before any of us could. Ban his ass.
I mean, look at Robin. She's a freaking trooper tonight. She hung out in the chat with us, even though she's tired.
Mm.
I mean, look at Robin.
Yeah, look at her.
I was going to say. See, I hate to say it, but I mean, again, according to research, I mean, again, well, not that I would encourage this. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but look at do the research. Nazis and twins. I tell you, you'll be horrified.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, I'm not going to get into detail here, but you can do the research.
Also,
I hate to say it, but
also YouTube analytics don't lie.
Well, yeah, but like I said, you have to be the contents. Again, YouTube is very, and this has got to be the fourth time I've mentioned this, but content sensitive. So we have to be you do have to be a little careful. What the?
Hey, okay, Dylan's helping out the chat tonight.
That was weird. You didn't see that on the camera?
What?
My light was low, and then it just went super high all of a sudden.
Oh, wow.
I think what it is, bleh. It's only a guess on my part, but I'm thinking at least one, or maybe both of the bulbs in the overhead light in my bedroom here are wearing out.
Yeah, they get brighter as they wear out.
The thing is, with that, I've tried. That's on a. This overhead light is on a dimmer switch.
Yeah.
And they don't. Those aren't made anymore.
Ah.
So I did try putting the newer light bulbs in.
Yeah. And
as soon as they start putting off a sort of an electronic screaming noise, So, and of course, I've heard that those bulbs are not the LED bulbs, light bulbs. They produce EMF, Well, in this case, EMF electromagnetic frequency.
Also, Brandon's trying to bribe me to come back to Cam Up, and he's going to be, if I don't, he's going to be canceling my second supporter thing.
Oh, jeez.
Talk about greedy.
Well, that's just, I have an opinion on that, but I won't say it. Anyway, so like I say, I mean, it's, as I say, I mean, it's. I have to put this. Sorry, go ahead.
He's like, come back to Cam Up. I will join the call like always.
We can't do anything if the site's on the fritz.
I'd rather not, thank you. I mean, the stream is doing okay for its time here on YouTube.
Actually, I still remember the other occasion where he posted Brandon posted my show on his beach on the Beach Your Ends YouTube channel, and he's showing Athena the cat for that one show. I missed that. As I said, more than one occasion. Well,
what are you gonna do, Aaron?
True. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, it's like He's trying to get me to come back to cam up.
Aaron was the only one to see this, but on more than one occasion, quite a few occasions, she would she'd come into the room and then just jump up. Of course, all you ever saw was just the tip of her tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how about that? Just got an award. Just got a reward. Just got a reward on Train Sim World.
See what Dylan did there.
Drive 1,000 miles for the SD40-2. That's a locomotive. That's a diesel locomotive, by the way, which is pretty cool.
Of course, when YouTubers start out on live streaming anyways, they hardly have anybody when they start out anyhow.
Well, they get, as I said, they have to, it's starting out, and then they, build a reputation.
And then
I'm sure.
Then if they have a consistent stream every week, then they'll get more and more and more people in.
Oh yeah, people, they inform other people.
Yeah, be like, hey, you got to check out this show on YouTube. It's way better than Locale Live.
Wow.
Cool. Oh, cool! It shows my last name too.
Yeah, that's
to be careful
cool.
with that, though.
It's fine. I'm fine with it. The email I logged in with is linked to my phone anyway, so no biggie.
I could do that too. I used to do that too, but it's for some reason it's busted on my phone. Not that it matters too much.
Yeah, I have an iPhone. So.
He's calling this show. He's calling this show petty nonsense.
Well, it's random. You can talk about anything, or almost anything. I was going to say that there's a.
He said. Brandon says, "Let me know when you're done with the childish games." What's childish?
It's just being realistic.
I mean, I don't know if you can read that stuff, but there's his
crazy
conversation with me.
As I said, there's which one was it? Where a guy was again the chilling scares YouTube
all right.
channel.
I'm gonna read this from the beginning. A whole entire 3+ hours wasted over this petty nonsense, and all that for less viewers than you had on Cam Up to begin with. Net gain of nothing. Okay, well, have a great night, man. Let me know when you're done with this with the childish games.
Oh, brother.
That's crazy.
He's giving up.
I know. I was going to say that there's the Chilling Scares YouTube channel. It says something about something to do with Reddit. Where some guy, I've forgotten his name, but he had a stalker on there, and I forgot the guy's name, but the Reddit name. But
he's typing again.
It's Archiver guy. But no, I'll finish my story in a bit.
Brandon's typing again.
Okay.
Yep. I should probably charge my phone. It's at 27.
Oh, I would wait until if you want to preserve your battery life there, Dylan, wait till 20.
Yeah. I got you, yeah.
You can make your battery last a little bit longer. And plus, it's harder to find. Unfortunately, these days, it's hard to find batteries for older iPhones now.
Yeah. It's actually a newer one. I got the 15 Pro Max.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not. You can probably still get batteries for that one.
Yeah, I keep getting
I mean, believe it or not, I actually have I have a super old iPhone 5.
Nice.
Although the battery,
all right, okay. I guess I'm going to cave because Brandon is being. The stream goes back. The stream goes back to Cam up next week.
Oh, all right. Let's hope it's working again.
What?
Let's hope. I mean,
what is it?
I want to make him. I want to make him happy. So.
Well, yeah.
You gotta make him happy. That's for sure.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. See,
I want to make him happy, so I'm gonna cave on this one.
Oh yeah, the one guy whose name I don't remember. Like, yeah, there was one fellow on Reddit called Archiver. Like this one guy, some guy in England, right? And who had a stalker named the Archiver. The guy made the original guy made 250 posts, threads on Reddit, right? And this Archiver guy, he archived every single one of that guy's posts.
Yeah.
And I think he said like he had by the end of it, he made like a 400-page PDF document about the guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, it goes to show you have to be careful. And then there was the other one too about the what was it? But somebody had made someone that I don't remember where this was. It was on Reddit or somewhere else. But anyway, what happened was that somebody threatened somebody, and they said, go right ahead. You don't know where I live anyway. So, and then of course the other person, was somehow able to find out the guy, find out find the other person's address and literally track them down. So the guy basically, tracked him right down to his house. And the guy had a family too. So it ended up with the guy ended up literally having to call the police. As the stalker, so the so-called stalker ended up with, like I said, a stalking charge. Not that I'm laughing, but it just goes to show you have to be very careful.
Yes, you do.
And of course, it harkens back to what I said earlier, about the guy, threatening Canada's now former prime minister, using his X account, which I also mentioned earlier was established under his actual name. So I mean, again, I think, like I said, the guy was charged accordingly.
Yeah.
That's so basically uttering threats. And I don't know if anything else came of it, but
well, we just hit 30 on the views.
Oh, okay. He learned. I'm sure that guy learned his lesson.
So yeah, like every time someone pops in or stays a while, the views update in real time.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
cool.
So
yeah, I've seen YouTube ones before about live chat replays.
I'm gonna hop off and hang out in the chat.
Oh, what is it?
Wait, what's that gonna do? Oh yeah. Wait. It's 10:48. I guess I can hang out and chat with Robin for a couple hours.
Speaking of dogs, that reminds me. When I was younger, I used to know a rough collie.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Like Lassie type.
Nice.
Although I heard that I must have seen a film called Lassie Come Home about 4 times.
I need to check that out.
There was even a Lassie. There was even at least 2 Lassie TV series. Oh, what's the other one? One from the 50s. All right.
Oh yeah, we got to wrap up the show here pretty soon.
And then Then there was one from the 90s too.
Yeah, that looks like a
Yeah,
shark.
they're pretty rare. But like I said, I really like I've read somewhere that Lassie type dogs are really good with kids. They are quite patient. Although I have seen YouTube videos of German Shepherd dogs protecting kids.
Nice.
What's that other one? Oh no! Oh yeah, Hudson and Rex. I mentioned that before. There was that other Canadian TV series too. I don't know if you can find it on YouTube, called Cats and Dog.
I'll look for that.
Again, it was a police drama, and I think the dog on there was named Rudolph Van Holstein III.
Nice, I'll look for that.
He might have passed away now. But there was an episode of a TV show, the Canadian show called Corner Gas too, that had a German Shepherd in it. Although they were spoofing that show is comedy, by the way. So they were spoofing Littlest Hobo. And the show was the show's episode, by the way, Dylan, was called The Littlest Yarbo.
I'll see if I can find that for sure.
Like I said, it gets some are hard to find. Not that you guys are into not into like Japanese anime or anything, but there's actually I think on Sunday nights now, you get a reboot, you get a new Sailor Moon series too.
Huh.
What's it called? Oh yeah, Sailor Moon Crystal. It's not the best. It's actually some shows are better than others. Although I will admit, speaking of TV, I don't watch a TV channel called Detour. We got here in Canada called Detour no more. Because they don't. I always like the ghost programs on there, but they don't show it anymore. I mean, they show Ghost Adventures, Dead Files, Destination Fear, a program called The Dead Files, Ghost Brothers.
Robin just said
what's another one? Oh yeah, the Osbournes Want to Believe. But again, because what happened was that that's all licensed by Warner Brothers now. And since Warner Brothers merged with Discovery Network, so, and I think the Detour channel is owned by Discovery Network. So, sorry, you were saying, Dylan?
Robin messaged me on Facebook.
Okay.
Saying she needs sleep.
She needs sleep. Well, this stream will be ending soon.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm
going to hop off myself and hang out and chat.
Imagine
chat for a couple hours.
Dylan, you want to try sleeping with earplugs every night for 3 months straight?
Yeah, I'm good.
That happened to me.
Why would anybody want to? Why would anyone want to sleep with earplugs in?
Well, I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, true.
What happened was I ended up having an earwax issue because of that.
Oh.
Although it did clear up.
That sucks.
Well, like I said, I mean, an earwax issue isn't fun, but it's not. A broken leg or something is far worse.
Oh, before I hop off.
I'm sorry?
Before I hop off here, though, my punishment is next Monday.
Yeah, you're going to drink the whole stream. I would like to see you drunk the whole stream.
Oh,
you will. Anyway, I'm going to hang out and chat, and I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be taking off very soon myself. Got some things I need to do.
Yeah.
Because I have a I've got a volunteer work shift tomorrow morning. And I've got to, but in the meantime, I've got to do all the diabetic stuff, grab something to eat, and make a lunch for myself tomorrow, and tidy up a bit too, if you know what I mean. So, what's the other one? What the? Oh yeah.
We're just doing a whole bunch of
border collies. I'm sorry.
We're just doing a whole bunch of emotes in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm not really paying too much attention. I'm just playing my train game here.
And Tim's all quiet.
Off.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's multitasking or something. Okay.
Average view duration, 26 minutes and 41 seconds.
Nice.
Oh, all right.
Well, I'm watching it from the streaming dashboard.
I didn't.
Well, I'm just watching it through. I'm just observing it through Discord.
On my own account.
And
you
well,
what?
I know I'm on the YouTube channel too.
You what, Tim?
I wasn't subscribed to you for some reason on YouTube.
Ah. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are now.
Yes.
That explains a bit.
Well, the chat's Robin says you are the Linkest Link. Goodbye.
She's going to bed, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, that's fine.
So yeah, it's like
I might try and send her another. Might try and send her a link. Might send her a link, one or two links in Facebook Messenger tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Now we'll see. I don't know.
What a night.
Yeah, what a night. We had a lot of drama going on behind the scenes.
No, sorry. I was going to say that's a song, but the song I'm thinking of is "Oh What a Night," but that's different altogether.
Oh, what a night!
Yeah, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons from 1975.
That's a good tune.
I know. As I said, the guy's forgotten how old Frankie Valli is now, but I could look later.
Oh, look who's in the chat, Brandon.
Oh, actually, I had a couple of people pass away recently.
Oh, really?
Richard Chamberlain passed away at 90.
Oh, wow.
And a martial arts guy. It wasn't Chuck Norris though. It was some other guy.
Yeah.
Not his name. Although I've only seen Richard Chamberlain in a film called Shogun. You know, he was the character's name was Blackthorn. I've forgotten the guy's first name.
Ah.
But like I said, that's from 1980. And like I said, but mind you, 90 is a long life. What's the other one?
I'm just looking at my laptop here.
I mean, if you wanted to, Aaron, you could actually look. You could Google Shogun, and there's a Wikipedia article about it.
So,
it doesn't give you. It kind of gives you a. It doesn't give you a specific, but it kind of gives you a general idea of the story.
Yeah. So yeah, next week Dylan's got a punishment coming.
Punished.
Dylan's got a punishment coming his way.
I hope.
And next week Brandon's also going to get a punishment.
Oh
well.
Why is he going to get a punishment?
Well, he's being a little. I can't say the word.
Because even though I did this stream on YouTube, he should have joined.
I see.
whether
Well, I mean,
whether or not you know it was the right
yeah,
or wrong
'cause,
thing to do. But he's going to get punished as well on
he's
the
having
next episode.
he's having, like I said, Aaron had tech issues tonight.
And also, I wanted
he's still-
to try how good YouTube worked. And he blew it up out of proportion.
Well, I have to admit, my father was a good at for that.
But hey,
Yeah.
That's
how he is, I guess.
He is going to get punished.
Oh boy!
And I will decide his punishment when the show is back on cam up next week.
Well,
so I will decide his punishment.
It's out of my hands, so I can't comment on that.
Well,
Dylan's getting a punishment for Dylan's getting a punishment. He's going to be drinking. Brandon's punishment will be determined.
Yeah, it's to be announced.
Yes.
Oh, no, TBD.
Yep. It will be announced at the beginning of next episode.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, that's up to you, Aaron. God,
so,
why am I getting bad with names these days?
So yeah, Brandon should have joined and not have fought with me over this.
Actually,
but
for that thrift store, that reminds me, that happened last week. You know, I got all kinds of interesting donations to that. But you know what happened recently, Aaron, guys? Someone actually donated a box of breakfast cereal to the place.
Oh.
Except the only thing is that because it had been opened, we had to chuck it. We had to throw it out.
Also, Brandon says, "I will not do whatever it is." Yes, you will, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Much of a choice on that one.
Anyway. I will enjoy it.
Well, nobody enjoys being punished usually, but
if he wants the Keemstar treatment, I will give him the Keemstar treatment.
Wow. I don't even know what that is, but
the Keemstar treatment is pretty much you have to do whatever punishment is said.
Whatever that is.
And that will be announced.
You know, oh wait. I was going to say something, but it can wait. There we go. Finished it. Woohoo!
Oh, you finished it?
No, I was driving a train on my game there. I've done it before, but I was taking a train of oil cars from on a rail line from a rail yard to a crew change point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just finished it. I can explain some things to you, but I won't because, like I said, it's 10:05 here, and I need to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
Unless my mother might have made the sandwiches, lunch sandwiches already, but I'll have to look into that.
Had 34 views right about the end of the show. And yes, I'm looking at all this.
Nice.
I'm looking at all these live analytics in
that's interesting.
In YouTube Studio with the stream panel.
Oh, how about that?
So yeah. We didn't do bad for this stream.
No, we did not. Anyway, I'm going to head off, you guys.
All right. Oh my God, Windows.
I'll catch you again. I'll try and catch you again tomorrow for BGRN Gaming, I guess.
All right. So make sure to tune in to BGRN Gaming. It will be on the other site, just to let you guys know.
Yeah. It'll be on cam up, yeah. Hopefully things will, but I'm sure things will be back to normal by then.
Hopefully.
Anyway, like I said, I'll say goodnight, guys. Thanks for including me again, Aaron. I appreciate that.
No problem. Anyways, have a good night, Art. All right, so another successful stream. Yes, we did it on YouTube tonight, but there was a lot of drama behind the scenes. But it still turned out to be a good stream, nevertheless. And yeah, so tune in next Monday, and no, it will not be on YouTube next time, sadly. But tune in next week. I will post a link down below this stream when it's done for the cam up link for next week's show. So it should be a good one. There's a couple of punishments I get to do next week. Brandon and Dylan are getting punished. So, yeah, you don't want to miss out on that. So, anyways, have a good night, everyone, and I will see you all in the next show. And remember, BGRN Gaming is tomorrow on Cam Up, so you don't want to miss out on that. Have a good night, everyone.